This question is split into a few little sub-questions, solving an equation with x on both sides in an inequality and rearranging. Let's go for it. Okay, so dealing with equations like this, it's important, well, it's useful to get the x's on one side first. And remember, you can use the balancing method, which essentially means as long as you do the same thing to both sides, you're okay. That's a key thing about equations. So I could add 2 to both sides, I could add 500 million y to both sides, but I want to do something that's going to be sensible. So what I can do is I've got a minus 2x. What I can do is I can add 2x to both sides, and that's going to give me 6x minus 7 equals 8. And now I've got rid of that minus 2x because essentially these two have cancelled. And now we do the same with the 7. Add the 7 because it's a minus 7. So we're going to get 6x equals 15. And therefore we've got 6 lots of x, it's worth 15, so x is going to be 15 over 6. Now it doesn't say to simplify your answer, but it is always a good idea. So you could put this into a calculator, you could look for common factors. I can divide top and bottom by 3, that's going to give me 5 over 2, so I'm just going to leave it as that. You could write it as 2.5 or 2.5 if you wanted. Solve this inequality. Same method kind of applies to this. Just because it's greater than, we can treat it like an equal sign. So we can minus 9 from both sides. 5x is going to be greater than 4. And then we can divide through by 5. So essentially just solve it like an equation, but keep that inequality sign in there. And we're going to get that x is greater than 4 over 5. Finally, rearrange this to make x the subject. Again, do the same thing to both sides, but we want to get x by itself. That's what it means for x to be the subject. We want x equals something. So first of all, we've got a square root. We have to get rid of that. We can square both sides to give y squared equals 4x minus 3. And from there, we're in a good place because it's not that dissimilar to when we've been solving these equations. Try and get x by itself. It's just that now we've got a y in there. So add 3 to both sides. You need to do that first. If you try to divide by 4, then you'd have to divide the 3 by 4 as well. It just makes sense to leave the 4x until the end. So y squared plus 3 equals 4x. Now divide by 4. X is going to equal y squared plus 3 all divided by 4. Leave that as a fraction, absolutely fine, done.